Hey, Coach Brent here with Sheboygan Fit Body Bootcamp, and I have Coach Nick with me here today, and we are going to break down the squat pattern, one of the most fundamental human movement patterns. So often people worry about squats being bad for their knees, but really what can prevent a lot of that is just focusing on the quality of our squat. So the first thing we're going to look at with a squat is not bending the knees, but hinging the hips. So Nick's going to bend at his hips first, push his hips back. You can see his shoulders are staying nice and tall as he goes in that. And he's going to bend those knees, but his hips are going back first as he goes in that pattern. So some other things to look at. You can see the width of his feet. His feet are about shoulder width apart, whatever's comfortable. Think about an explosive stance. If you're going to get ready to jump or move quickly, you want those feet in a good athletic position. As he sinks down, again, he's going to keep those shoulders nice and tall. You can see he's bringing those hands up front, which is great for balance. And his weight is balanced on his feet. So if you look at his feet, his weight's not up here in the ball of his feet, in the ball of his feet. Instead, his weight is back, ideally right through that ankle, or that's why you'll often hear us talk about weight being back in the heels, because we want that weight to be back that way. Not like you're going to fall backwards, but that it's balanced in those feet. You should be balanced in those feet, or if someone's going to push you around there, you're not actually going to tip over backwards. So those toes should be nice and light. A great way to practice this if you are at home is to use a box or a bench or a chair. So yep, Nick's going to stand over here. So you can see as he sits back, he wants to come down to touch that box. So you can adjust that height that's appropriate to you, but that's going to force you to sit back versus what often happens is, Nick, have you shoot your knees forward first in that squat. So you can see how that angle, that shin really comes forward, and that puts a lot of pressure forward in that knee. Or instead, as he goes in that regular squat, you can see his shin is pretty much lined up with his torso, nice and strong. If you're not ready for that squat pattern, if you're not quite ready for that, I'm going to have Nick come down on the ground here. A great way to still work on some of those similar muscles is a glute bridge or a hip extension. So his toes are light, he's going to drive through those heels, keeping his shoulders down, getting up so he's got a straight line from that knee all the way to that shoulder, squeezing those glutes to the top. He's not hyperextending, but just going till he's got that nice straight line. So if you are looking to get that squat pattern improved just a little bit, there's a couple easy tips for you to work on that today. Again, remember, first movement on that squat pattern is hinging those hips, not bending at those knees. Really important to protect those knees, and a great, great exercise to hit so many muscles in that lower body, those powerhouses of your body. So thanks for checking us out. If you do have questions, feel free to comment below or reach out to us, and we'd be happy to answer any of your questions.